Today on Alpha Male Fan Fiction. I was walking to the butcher shop earlier today when I saw 3 Gen Z Kamala Harris supporters on a park bench smoking marijuana cigarettes. I walked over and calmly but firmly suggested they extinguish their marijuana cigarettes because there was a police officer around the corner and I did not want them getting in trouble. They complied and thanked me for the heads up. We got to talking, and I learned they were vegetarian Democrats who were attending the local university and majoring in Pan-African gender studies. They said they were just killing time ahead of Kamala Harris's DNC speech and decided to smoke some dope in the park. I started passionately educating them on President Trump's record of success and systematically destroyed their reasons for supporting Kamala Harris. My arguments intrigued them, but I was running behind, so I invited them to join me in the butcher shop to continue our conversation. I'm not sure about that, the pale female student with black hair and tattoos said. I've never been in a butcher shop, no cap. I've been a vegetarian since I was 2. The rest nodded in agreement. I assured them it would be okay, and they followed me into Mario's shop. I embraced Mario and introduced him to Raven, Lazarus, and Talon. Mario was a little miffed at first, and I understand why. Seeing his favorite customer, a man with whom he shares a bond deeper than meat, bring 3 vegetarians into his place of business was surely not something he was expecting when he opened up this morning. But I explained the situation, and he quickly relaxed and began explaining his craft to the young socialist vegetarians. They became more and more intrigued as the tour went on. After a few minutes, I wasn't the only one salivating at the sight of Mario's meat. I seized the moment and suggested we all take a break and sit down for a nice meal. My treat. Raven and Lazarus quickly agreed, but Talon was a little more hesitant. I've never had steak before, on God, he said. I don't know if I can do it. Look, son, I said, putting my arm around his shoulder in a fatherly manner. It will be good for you. If Raven can do it, so can you. You can't let a Sheila out-eat you, can you? He shook his head, but eventually relented. We shuffled into Mario's back room, and he fired up his grill and began to prepare an array of the finest meat known to man. We continued our robust discussion of President Trump's policy agenda as the food arrived. With each successive bite, I could see the leftism leave their thin, pale bodies. Talon and Lazarus were experiencing the first jolt of testosterone of their lives. By the end of the meal, all 3 of them were pulling out their phones to order official black, never surrender MAGA hats and register for the next available Trump rally. It's amazing what a little strong masculinity and a good steak can do. The world lost 3 vegetarians today. America gained 3 more Trump voters. All in a day's work for an alpha male. I've also been told that the 3 ended up changing their major from Pan-African gender studies to Maganomics. Until next time.